Okay, so I have a spread here for a collective that is breaking old patterns of overgiving, people pleasing, and letting other voices override your truths. So with the Six of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed, you're detaching from a past where you may have been trying to teach someone that didn't want to learn something or fix someone that wasn't willing to grow. It's like you don't have control. You're releasing the idea of controlling outcomes for other people, okay? And really, I feel like this collective, you did it out of the kindness of your heart. In the human design, you may be what they call a projector, which is someone that you're really talented, but you have to be invited in to help. And you're just so willing to help, but you're learning lessons. And if this is for you, there's going to be a theme in your life where you're seeing where in the past you tried to help people that didn't want your help, okay? And it came from the goodness of your heart, but it affected you and where your energy went, and it affected your own security, or it made you a little bit insecure. It made you feel like people didn't want to work with you. But the thing is, people do want to work with you. You're just working with the wrong people, okay? You're spending your energy where it wasn't appreciated. It made you feel unseen and not respected, okay? But the thing is, if you're in the right room, you will be. This has been an ongoing lesson, and with the Hermit in reverse clarifying, this shows that you spent enough time alone and analyzing your past and why that happened. You're a very self-aware person, and now it's time. I feel like you're ready to go at it again. You're ready to put yourself out there again. You took some space, you looked at your patterns, and you realized where you were spending energy that wasn't being returned. The Ten of Swords reversed, this is healing. This is healing betrayals, backstabbings, but I really feel like this is healing energy burnout. I feel like you guys would get so burnt out because you really want to help, okay? And you really want to use your gifts and put them out there in the world. And you spent a lot of time convincing people that it was worth it, when your time isn't meant to be convincing people. Your time is meant to help those that want the help. For the clarification card, the Page of Swords upright. This is talking about you learning to recognize the patterns in others, to recognize the cues of your help is wanted or it's not. You're more aware now. You're aware of patterns, and you're watching for patterns instead of falling for the words, okay? Because I think it's important for you to read the room. I think you're better at reading the room here, okay? Then we got the King of Swords with the Ten of Wands reversed. The King of Swords, this tells me that you're seeing things logically now, that you're cutting out anything that's draining you, and you're focusing on within when your help is not wanted outside of you. This just means you're releasing things that you've been carrying that aren't yours. Don't offer to carry things if they're not yours. That's what you're learning. You're learning about boundaries. You're learning about energetic protection. You're getting more clear on what your truth is and what it is that you want, okay? I just feel like you guys in the past were patterned to be people pleasers. And the root of that was because you want to be loved and want to be needed, but you can be loved and needed by just standing in your truth and just being you. You don't have to overperform to be seen. Okay, you'll be seen by the right people when you're just existing. This time you've spent in reflection and alone helped you hear your inner voice so that you could listen to yourself above others. Because in the past, I feel like you listened to everyone else but yourself, right? What are your needs? What do you need? What did I do wrong? What can I change for you? And that's changing, okay? You're coming into balance here. By listening to yourself and following your own intuition, you're choosing your peace over any kind of performance. You don't have to perform. You just have to exist. You're safe to be you, okay? So now we're going to pull one oracle card to close out this message. I chose the Sacred Rebel deck because the energy of this is you stepping into your power in kind of a rebellious way, you know? All right, what's the overall message? What do you feel listening to that inner voice? What do you feel? Because you are realizing that instead of focusing your energy on the people outside of you, it's time to focus on within and see what you actually want. You're quieting all that noise around you, and you're not going to be a part of the noise also. What do you feel? There are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Also, this past energy of wanting to help others was you distracting yourself from looking within and changing the things that you want to change in your own life. So that's coming through as well. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it comes down to it, you'll have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot be the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. And I feel like you need to hear that also when it comes to your friendships and where you're giving your opinion. Like, you can give an opinion, but if they don't listen to their inner voice, there could be negative repercussions for both of you. Just make a choice based on what you feel right now, not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever, too much pressure, and more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it all is going to work out. The bigger creation flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you're not immune to that plan. In fact, you're a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. So by releasing this pattern of focusing on everyone else and making sure everyone else is okay, this collective is finally looking at themselves and saying, what about me? Am I okay? What do I want? Because I feel like, again, when you are in that muddled energy, you can't think straight when it comes to making decisions about your own life. And you're moving out of that time and you're taking control and you are seeing all the choices you have and you're able to follow your own heart because you're focusing in on that. Okay? All right, guys, have a good Saturday.